came crawling, thin as a blade. Over the timbers and the marsh we made. We were along the road far from our names, smoke in our hair and salt in our veins. Men from the Southland scarred by the miles, laughing like wolves through hunger a while. Then came the thunder, not born of the sky. Feet on the causeway, a blackening tide. Ashwood singing, the arrows came first. One found my brother and folded his thirst. He looked at the morning as if it had lied. Mouthful of iron, blood on his side. I took up his spear and I called on the dead. But gods keep their distance when the moss runs red. We are the ones the river will keep, dragged from the daylight down into sleep. No stones to name us, no women to wail, only the crows and the Tollense veil. I was a man with a fire and a home, now I am mud and a handful of bone. Sing for the victors, their glory, their gold. We are the story the code never told. A dry bitter cry, shields split open like bark in a fire. I saw a captain laid down in the clay, one eye to heaven, one turned away. The horsemen broke us where the ground grew tight, pinned in the march with no room to fight. The river behind us, the spears in our front, death like a carter just urging us on. With a boar-tooth crest, felt my spear shudder and stick in his chest. But another came hard with a stone-headed mace. Night burst bright at the side of my face. Down in the shadows I tasted the sand, saw boys turn to ghost with a blade in the hand. Heard someone calling the faraway name, not for a god but a girl by the grain. We are the ones the river will keep, dragged from the daylight down into sleep. No stones to name us, no women to wail, only the crows and the Tollense veil. I was a man with a fire and a home, now I am mud and a handful of bone. Sing for the victors, their glory, their gold. We are the stormy, the code never told. Carried your charm on a cord, father your knife and the weight of your word. Wife I had promised the lambing in spring, a roof mended well and a bright copper ring. All of it scattered like chaff in the flood, stamped in the reeds and kneaded with blood. What is a promise with half of a breath? What is a kingdom to a mouthful of death? What men throw away, arrow and ankle and the price of a day. Teeth of the young and the wrists of the brave, all lowered gently where no one can save. Years will pass over us, root over rib, fish through the fingers that once would not give. And still in the black earth under the snow, the lost side waits where the dark waters go. Tell it plain, we did not vanish, we were butchered and slain. We had our own songs, our own gods aflame, children who trusted the sound of our names. I feel the current pull under my heel, cold as the truth and twice has no breath, I go as a man who was beaten by death. We are the ones the river will keep, dragged from the daylight down into sleep. No stunts and name us, no women to wail, only the crows and the Tollense to mail. I was a man with a fire and a home, now